Whatever. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. The heck? Not only that, it would have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator, you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door? Oh, it was the rubber glove. As you guys should know, rubber is an insulator that doesn't conduct electricity very well. So, yeah. Take that! I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. That isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir! It would appear so, sir! Why did he choke himself? Come on now. Order! 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 It's weird to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility, and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. But there's something in the video that clearly shows that it could not have been Detective Goodman. I don't know if you guys caught it or not. Well, it's the shirt sticking out of the other locker, of course. I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Use the wrong to. Okay. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Probably. It's not very funny, though. Very well. Begin your testimony. Mystery Man 2. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there is a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Oh, yeah. I know what evidence we're supposed to present at this point. An ID card record, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, hmm? Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now, let us move on to cross-examination. Whew! It's already getting lengthy. Still on Meekins. Alrighty. Hold it! There's only 3 statements, so I'm going to press all of them. So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. My hand wasn't wrapped in bandages. I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir. Couldn't he just use his right hand for that? I was just about to say that. Let's hear him out. The witness can't afford to make any more mistakes. Hold it! Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards? Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. What if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck in my car door when I get out? Well, the remaining time my ID card gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave this one alone. He just has terrible luck when getting out of cars. At any rate, each police officer only has one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. Oh, there's actually 4 statements. Whatever. Hold it! Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman. Huh? What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honor. Not that prosecutor again. Hey, maybe he's behind all this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide the evidence. Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer? Shh, don't stare at him. You've got the wrong color, kid. It would seem. The inquiry... No! Not that word! I hate that word so much. The inquiry committee... I actually said it right. I want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions, or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him. Hold it! Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked. Everything stems from the contradictions. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got. Let's see. What statement do we present this at? Okay, I guess it's just this one. Well, the problem is the fact that he lost his ID card, but I'm not sure if it's the lost item report or the actual ID card itself. Yeah. That's... Stop. Alright. Go back. Let's try the ID card. Objection! Hey, it worked. Sweet. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Lost item report? It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure. There's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order. So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. And we know who that is. Order. Does the prosecution have a response? Why is his voice making me cough? It doesn't usually do that. I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. But bravo. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room is already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What is he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is... well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't good. No, it's fine, Phoenix. We have it all in the bag. Well, it seems you have finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime can only take place at one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness. Observe the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Ah! Phoenix, it's fine. Don't worry. We've got this. We've got this. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the very beginning. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Redmond. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana... What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Object! Objection! One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. Activated his trap card! What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. But that doesn't necessarily mean the murder did not take place. At a different time, that is. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify, what is this her name? Why, it's Detective Jake Marshall! Take that! Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let him know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court in recess. Well, it's time to bring Jake Marshall to the stand and see what he has to say, what he has to do with this whole case. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How could you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Oh, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here? I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey. Hey, 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 hey! I didn't see you there, Miss Sky. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh. Oh-ho! 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 I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get a drink real fast. You mean this, right? My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Did I bother you to bring the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? How would you know the trial was gonna last till noon, though? What if you were convicted guilty already? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, or a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? And we got the SL9 incident. Figure me, you don't want anything to do with the serial murders. Alright, so let's take a look at the files real quick, because I have a history of not showing evidence. Files for the Dark killings, solved 2 years ago. Criminal Joe Dark, crime, serial murder, sentence, death. There you go. Victims: Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates, Neil Marshall. Huh. That last name is very familiar. Trial date: head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses Lana Sky and Emma Sky. Emma was a witness? Huh. Things just get better and better. Investigation Task Force. Executive investigators David Gant. Oh my god. Lana Sky, both of them? Head investigator Bruce Goodman, we already know that. Investigator Jake Marshall, Angel Star, which we already know, but man, a lot of names in this case are also involved with the SL9 incident. Can't be completely unrelated. Oh what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as... the Joe Dark killings. The... Joe Dark... No, Lana! That's over with! No! Emma, wait! She ran away. You know what? I just remembered I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you, you might just be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. Well, I already showed you guys the file, so yeah. To be continued. Alright. Just gonna go ahead and continue the recording. Actually, you know what? No, I should stop just in case the file gets too big. Anyways, guys, this is going to be the end. Sorry, I did say I was just going to continue recording, but I am going to continue recording the rest of this trial, but I'm going to stop here for this particular session. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next time where we continue the trial and cross-examine Detective Jake Marshall. Well, not detective, patrolman, whatever.